Hey everyone, thank you for watching the sort of gameplay preview of Hatchet for Kickstarter. This is our most current alpha build. I am Chris.
I'm Tom.
And we are going to take you through the levels that we have for the demo on Hatchet, which is currently up on the Kickstarter page, so you can feel free to go play it. That's on the web player. This we wanted to take some time to show you because it has a lot of the graphical elements that we've been working on updating that are not in the web player build, just by the nature of how the web player build works. So here we are at the title screen. This is right after the intro. We'll just kind of press start. Right now we're using a mouse and keyboard just to kind of help illustrate it, but on an iOS device or a touch device, you can just use your finger. So just go to the jungle.
That's right. It works auto-magically.
And I guess we should mention that Tom is our lead programmer for Hatchet.
That's true.
And I am the team lead for it. So Tom's been working diligently to get some of this ready, along with the rest of our team. So for the demo, we have 7 levels that are all part of our jungle area, and this is kind of just our placeholder image for the jungle. And if we go back, you will notice that there are several other areas that are not the jungle.
Secret, disabled, potential, awesome places.
Yep. So we will again click the jungle, and we'll go to the first level.
Some call it level 1.
Some call it level 1. Everything in here, pretty much all the names and everything are just placeholders. But on this, we have our levels that you can select, as well as the score that you would get for completing the level. So we will go ahead and select level 1. And we got our big thing about how to play, but we know how to play.
We know how to play.
So the general concept of this game is, if you watch the intro, you could see that this robot was put together by Dr. T, or Dr. Tyrannosaurus, after he came back in time from the future to help save as many dinosaurs as he could before the impending asteroid strikes and extincts all of dinosaur kingdom.
Is his full name actually Dr. Tyrannosaurus Rex, PhD? So he's like got a doctor.
Yeah, it's
Dr. PhD.
It's Dr. Tyrannosaurus, PhD.
That's good. I'm glad that doctor is emphasized twice.
Is it?
Yes. It is now.
Well, I mean, you normally say doctor and then delineate by saying PhD as opposed to MD.
That's true.
So anyway, this is the first level. That's just designed to sort of get people into the game.
You really can't make any wrong moves.
Yeah, like it's sort of set up in a way that, I mean, I guess you can get kind of caught out of loop and screw up, but it's designed so that literally you're facing the direction you want to go. You swipe in that direction. The only other place really to go that wasn't the place you came from is left, and you come back down here to the right, and you've beaten that level. We're going to jump back here, though, because this is the basic crux of the game, is that as this hastily constructed robot, you can only sort of move in one direction at a time, and you don't have brakes, so when you move, you just smash into whatever it is. So we'll just move back and forth here. And we'll try screwing up just for fun. Go like that. And now we can come back down and complete the level this way. But we got excellent. We did not get the highest score.
Extraordinary.
Extraordinary.
Why, Chris, you're bad at this game.
I know. I'm terrible at this game.
Really bad.
And the reason why, in this particular case, was that we used too much fuel. So there's a fuel gauge up here in the upper right corner. And the two resources that the robot has at his disposal are health and fuel. So by just moving around, every square you kind of run over, you can see the fuel gauge depleting.
I really hope the robot doesn't run on fossil fuels, because that would raise a lot of questions.
It would. He uses a battery, as illustrated up in here. So one of the things I did by screwing up was going around in the circle is I ended up hitting this dinosaur again. Now, our animations aren't in for this dinosaur, but by hitting him again, that actually decreases the score as well, because he's the sort of basic dinosaur. Your goal is to hatch him without running into him. Now, one of the other things to note, too, is when you're moving around, you can't hit something that's like right next to you. You kind of have to build up a little momentum to be able to crack the egg.
Right.
And so I got 3 stars this time because I spent a tremendous amount of fuel and I showed that dinosaur who's boss.
But at least you got all of them.
I did. So they'll survive, if not a little wounded.
Yeah.
Maybe mentally broken.
Might get chastised. I don't feel like you get chastised.
So the crux of the game, again, is just to kind of solve these puzzles by figuring out what the best way to go about it is. We completed again with 4 stars. The best solution for this puzzle, spoilers for anyone who cares, is the one we actually did first, which is you go forward, you go left, and you go right.
Oh man, I'm gonna win. I'm gonna get all.
We got Extraordinary and our crazy happy dinosaur guy. So I'll just go to the next one for fun. So this one's a little bit more complicated, but not really, because we're still pointing you in the general direction to go. But I want to highlight a couple things graphically that are going to be different if you have played the demo. And in particular, the robot, you'll notice some things. We've created some like parts to sort of illustrate his cheaply constructed facade. But you know, his roof is kind of just like flapping in the wind there. You can see he's got like lots of parts just bolted to him.
I suppose it would be it, really.
It.
Yeah, it's a robot.
It is. I just assume it's a guy, but I guess it is.
Should we give it a gender identity?
I don't know. I don't know if he needs to be confined by gender norms. I think
it's true.
He's his own entity. You can see this is like sort of taped down and got the little antenna, so how he can communicate with Dr. T. And then one of the other things is the toon shading that we've been starting to implement to make it a little more colorful, a little more cartoony, and obviously we're still working on polishing all of this, but you can see that the shadows are very stark, all the colors are very vibrant, and let's go ahead and finish this puzzle for fun.
There's
outlines, which are cool. On the back there, you'll notice that he's just got a big piece, which I assume just holds his back together, otherwise
right.
he's just gonna fall apart. There we go. So again, basic dinosaurs, we use the least amount of fuel and the least amount of moves. We didn't hit any of the dinosaurs in the process, so if we didn't know what we were doing, then I don't know, we might end up doing something like this, and we're like, okay, we're doing good. Okay, we'll knock this guy down, and now we're in a position where we have to hit that guy. Now up here, for the astute view, you could have noticed we still could have gone back this way and hit that, but that would not have been the most efficient path. You would have used more fuel than needed. So every level has an optimum path to use the least amount of fuel, and that helps towards your score. Exciting things. Anything to talk about?
Yeah. Well, I've got a little secret thing to figure out the best possible path in various levels, especially ones that are more complicated than these, and it seems to work pretty good so far, but as we go on, I'm sure we'll encounter some much more interesting types of levels where maybe, you know, like none of these you can, like I said, a lot of these you can't really, you know, nothing so far has been able to stop you from winning. You've not yet run out of fuel. The levels are a bit too small to deplete all your fuel, and the health bar so far hasn't been used at all, but as the levels progress, things get more and more complicated, and it doesn't become so trivial to progress.
And that's a good time to talk about sort of the level complexity for the demo. We wanted it to be easy for people to sort of get into and just be able to experience it without investing a ton of time. So there aren't really a ton of challenging levels. We are hoping to add some more to the demo if we have time before the Kickstarter ends, but regardless, we'll probably add some after the Kickstarter ends. But this is kind of the first level where you sort of really get a choice in the matter. You can kind of go up here, or you can go up there, and it gives you like kind of a clearly delineated path. Tom, which way do you think we should go?
I think you should go forward.
Forward, so we'll go right, and we'll go up, back this way, back down again, and oh, there we go, we did it. That was the correct path,
hooray.
Tom.
It's almost like I programmed the game.
Almost. So yeah, if we would have gone this way, we would have hit this guy, and we would have gotten stuck in a position where we can't knock him down, and there's nothing allowing us to stop to hit this.
Now you gotta waste all that fuel to get back there, yeah.
So we have to go all the way down here, go back up, go over here, and then go back.
It's funny, when we showed off the demo to people, a lot of people take that upper route.
Yeah. I think also the previous levels sort of direct you in an upward direction a lot of times. So this is actually a tricky level too, because the instinct is kind of just be like, all right, I got this egg, I'll hit it, I'll get here, and then you sort of realize that you have no way of getting to the center egg without damaging
it
the
kind of
dinosaur.
it introduces the concept of like using eggs to redirect your path, which is dangerous if they've already been hatched. So you gotta, it actually matters in what order you hit the eggs.
Yeah. So this level also, we've introduced a little fog. It's very faint. We're fooling around with some of the fog effects and how we want something to really look in the game, in the end product. But
right now it's more of a steamy mist almost.
Yeah.
Which is fine. I mean,
it's very prehistoric jungle-y.
It's a jungle,
so we're going to go there.
We got those spines, those rocky spines.
Yeah, we have our
in the
like
back.
Stegosaurus spines back here and some grass and
all these mushrooms everywhere.
Yeah, right now we've been creating levels with a very sort of harsh outline. We're debating whether or not we even want this grid on the level at all, or maybe it's an option you can turn on and off.
Maybe it's coming out of the robot's vision and it's a little more like, I don't know, glowy, ethereal type grid.
I mean, just for the purposes of the demo, just to kind of have people hop in, we put it there because it helps people kind of identify the pathing. Speaking of glowy vision, we also added in a nice little glow effect in his eyeballs.
That's right.
That is not in the web version. So we'll go ahead and do that. Do that, and ta-da! We did it.
Hooray.
Hooray. Took us 1 minute and 11 seconds.
Right now, I don't think that matters, but maybe someday.
Time does not matter. It's just sort of for impact, although we're looking at
impact. Like a meteor?
Like a deep impact?
Yeah.
So this is a level where we wanted to introduce...
did you see that emoticon come up real quick?
I did not, because I
happened right at the beginning. It might not happen if you restart it, but a little face came up, just like on the robot.
Okay.
It's a little too low right now, but yeah, the robot's got emotions, so maybe it does have a gender identity. Who knows?
I don't know. Yeah, certainly we don't know. But we'll just let this play out for a second. This is kind of our toon shader at work with dynamic shadows and the changing light. So you can see the shadows start to creep in. You can see the colors on the egg start to change, reflecting where the sun is positioned. So we are fooling around with things like this. You can see that the robot...
It's much faster than real time, just for demonstration purposes.
Yeah, we've upped this level's speed just to kind of give you an idea, and you can see that now the robot shadow's gone because it's blending in with the rest of the background. We still have some smoke effect. So in this level, we introduce a new dinosaur. So we're going to go down here. We know, based on the eggs, that it looks like this.
Is time running backwards now?
I don't think so.
Shadows seem to be moving.
Is it? Maybe it is.
It goes back
God.
Does it go back and forth? Yeah. All right, it goes back and forth for this level, so it's ping-ponging. Look how much control we have. We can make the sun go wherever we want.
I know. Scary stuff.
We could even have the sun crash into the... No.
You can see the shadows change on the robot himself. It moves up along the robot and whatnot. So we have our new dinosaur here, which is the Pterodactyl. And what the Pterodactyl does is pick you up and drop you off in a new location. And then he kind of just hovers up there.
Waits for you to get out of the way.
Until you get out of the way. And he plops back down. I'm going to redo this level, because if we were to go about this... Oh, little face.
Yeah.
If we were to go about this a different way and hit the Pterodactyl, he would pick you up here. He would wait for you to move out of his way, so you could hit this egg. He'd come back down, and you run into him again, and he picks you up.
What a polite dinosaur.
Yeah, so the Pterodactyl, unlike the basic dinosaur, doesn't mind being hit a second time. It does not do any damage to him. He simply just takes you back to another location. And you see we got 4 stars, or 4 eggs, because we did not use the optimal path on that one.
In a previous demo, we had a level with like 3 pterodactyls in it.
Yeah.
And each one took you to a different nest. That gets really convoluted. I mean, it gets really hard to figure out where to go.
Yeah,
but it's fun too. I mean,
we have some very challenging puzzles that build upon a lot of these mechanics. This is an example of one. So this is our nighttime scene. The time's not changing or anything. You can see the sort of glow effect from the flames of the robot. But this one, you can't go to the right because you need a little momentum. So you can go up. And a lot of people's natural instinct is to be like, all right, let's take care of this guy, right? And then we'll come back down here, and then we'll hit our pterodactyl friend. So he picks us up, and halfway through flight, he lands, and now we're kind of stuck. We can go this way, but there's rocks there. We can go this way.
Pterodactyl used to go down when you went that way, and then you'd just be trapped there because you couldn't hit the pterodactyl.
Yeah.
You were just stuck there. That wasn't any good. So.
Yeah, the pterodactyl gives you a little leeway now.
Yeah.
But you notice that we hit our dinosaur in the process.
You jerk.
I know. So now we go this way and we go this way. So we've not taken the optimal path, and we hit a dinosaur. So we did hatch all the eggs, though. Nothing died. We didn't die, so that's good, right?
Baby dinosaur is just like, you told me this would just be a demonstration.
I know. I'm sorry, baby dinosaurs.
Sometimes you gotta take your lumps.
I guess so. So the next level is slightly more complicated, and it uses a couple of different mechanics. The first one I'm going to show is, since we got a new dinosaur, I might as well just show our new dinosaur. This is our spiky guy. And the way he works is he doesn't take any damage from getting hit, but you do. So, so he's not very happy with that, and we lost half our health. So if we were to do it again, then we are scrambled. We died.
It's getting censored, the horrible death of the robot.
Yeah, so we do have a death animation we've been working on.
You can see the explosion, but yeah, it didn't show you the. Oh well.
Oh well.
We'll have to. We want to see that in the future. Just the whole explosion process.
And I guess we could, since we're just kind of screwing around now, we could just show the out of fuel animation.
Oh yeah.
Let's see if
right.
that's hopefully that will.
Just sorry, dinosaur, but you won't kill me. So you're just gonna.
So we're just gonna go back and forth and punish this dinosaur.
Yeah, you could have gone
dinosaur.
You could have gone left and right there instead of forward and back.
So out of fuel. Oh no.
Yeah, ran out.
Yeah. Rotten.
What a horrible rating.
So we are working on animations for both the death and the running out of fuel.
Ultimate challenge: 0 stars or 0 eggs rather.
Yeah.
That one's got my favorite egg pun.
Should we just go back and forth?
I think so.
Without hatching anything?
Don't hatch a thing. That's the only way to get that one.
Cool. We also added in this level, it's got some smoke and it's got some nighttime changing effects as well. So we just wanted to give you guys a sampling of all the different graphical elements that we've been working on. You notice at nighttime too, there's some interesting shadows. Now we're coming up on the morning time here. It's a nice day for dinosaur people.
Right.
Nice day for robot and dinosaur land.
Birds chirping.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
And everything in here changes with the lighting conditions. So these things are becoming brighter. The eggs are becoming brighter. The ground is brighter. The robot is brighter. Even his flame reflects. So, now
Here
we're...
we go.
Aw, you're kidding me?
You're kidding me.
You're kidding me. So this is your score of 0, which is pretty bad. If you cannot hatch at least one egg before you use all your fuel.
It would be cool if we had some levels later on where that is a possibility.
Yeah.
Just like something really devilish.
I
think that's the last level.
Yeah, so this was our last level. Again, thank you. We'll play our little thing here.
Oh no, that button got moved down.
Oh no.
Shh, don't look at that.
Don't ignore that.
Ignore that.
We'll just go ahead and click. And again, we have a variety of levels that we're working on, each with their own dinosaurs as well as environmental effects and hazards. We kind of threw a couple dinosaurs into the jungle just for fun to give you a variety and show you what the different puzzles are possible. We have a lot of levels that span a lot of different sizes. So the ones in the demo are sort of small, but we can try to introduce some that are larger if people would be interested. Leave comments on the Kickstarter page or visit us on Facebook at Multivarious Games. Let us know. We're also on the Twitters at Multivarious.
We like talking to people.
Yeah, we do. We are super interested in all your feedback. We've been working really hard on this game. Hatchet. Again, that game is
We're gonna keep working hard on it. Hatchet, yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna keep working hard on it. At this point, I think we've got 10 days left in the Kickstarter, and we definitely could use your help and support and spreading the word. So,
do you want to end on the video?
They can watch the video through the other video if they want.
Oh, that's true.
We have our little
The
reset
intro
scores
video.
button.
Oh yeah.
So now
Oh no, where did all the scores go?
we're all fresh and clean.
It's like nothing you ever did mattered.
I know. It's all been a dream.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you for checking our gameplay videos. Is there anything else we should talk about, Tom?
That's most of what we got so far.
All right. Sounds awesome. Well, thank you, everyone, and we will talk to you later.
MVG loves you.
Bye.